Hello and welcome to Sporting Jibberish. I'm Jibberish.
I'm Jonathan.
I tell you what, we're throwing in today. You know what I'm throwing in?
Oh,
We're on the wrong side.
Let's change.
Switch over. Okay, guys, welcome to Sporting Jibberish. I'm Jibberish.
Jonathan.
Right, feels
Feels
much better.
I can see why Anton Deck never changed sides now.
Yeah. I'm just worried that you don't have a good side, but that's a different story. Right, we are joined today. We have come to a place called My Golf Dubai, which is located in Dragon Mart 2. So we're going to host a podcast here today. So before we go into what's going on and the challenge we're about to have a go with, we've got a quick interview with one of the directors of the company. We'll have a little look at the challenge and see how each other get on. Currently 4.
2.
Okay, we'll have a little look, and we're going to bring in a special guest for a pre-season, well, it's a pre-season quick review on any transfers that are going on that might catch your eye for fantasy football, as he gets his phone out to check fantasy football. But we're also going to quickly talk about England and
Bit of cricket news.
Bit of cricket. England, there's England obviously test with New Zealand, and then some other cricket news.
Yeah.
Wimbledon, who really cares? The Scottish guy's already out, so I'm not really bothered about
Raducanu's out. I did watch
she's
the first game,
out as well. So what we'll do is we'll fire over to Stu and Jack, who are going live from My Dubai.
So those of you who are at No Dubai, we're in Dragon Mart 2, so ground floor basement parking, and then through this entrance there, and you would see something very, very, very special. So through the door, and as you'll see now, we have My Golf Dubai, Dragon Mart 2. So let's see what. Good. Here we go.
How many players?
4.
Right, thanks guys in the studio. We are joined by Michael, part of My Golf Dubai. We're going to have a quick chat about what goes on here, but I'm going to say, Jack, what a facility.
Unbelievable.
This is going to be one of them hidden gems.
Definitely. So actually, those in Dubai are actually, and they won't believe it, we're actually in Dragon Mart 2. And we're in the most unbelievable, I mean, Mark was going to tell us a bit more about it, unbelievable indoor golf centre. And yeah, it's unbelievable. I'm looking forward to actually having a big crack at it in a minute. But,
well, you are the favourite, so we'll talk about the challenges.
I'm a cricketer, not a golfer.
Yeah, he keeps telling me this. But Michael, do you want to tell our viewers exactly what we are and where we're based and what's actually happening here?
Yeah, well, it's actually a very cool place, right? You know, for a lot of people who came here for the first time, right? And traditionally, Dragon Mart 2 is a Asian community, right? A little bit off the center, but people had these thoughts, right, coming over to this location. But the moment they put their feet into the venue, they feel like, wow, it's like a different level, right?
Yeah.
It's actually this is exactly the way how we design this. We want it to be your Top Golf plus Ars Club plus Capital Club, right? Where you can enjoy a fine golf round with your mates. And it's also a social platform for you to connect with people.
Yeah. So what we've seen so far as you walk in, it's almost as you don't even envisage this as you walk through the door. You walk through the door, it's a nice seating, lovely area, and you walk in and it just kind of opens up, doesn't it? And there's open bays, right. And what can you do with these open bays?
Well, like you pretty much do everything, right? We have members want to leave here for now, right? Yeah, well, as a venue, it's a multi-function venue, right? We have open areas where we have a cafe, we have open bays. We actually have a golf academy where we have 5 PGA pros, right, to kind of teach people, train people, right? We also have this semi-open bay where we can hold various different tournaments.
Yeah.
We have a dining room, right? We have a boardroom. We even have a karaoke room, right?
Yeah.
It's actually a all new concept, right? Normally, you see people walk over to the venue, they train and warm up, and then they play some games. They carry on their business meeting, and then they do their calls in the boardroom, and then they just try to enjoy themselves in the karaoke room. So it's like we see people spend like more than like 8 hours in a venue a day.
Wowzers, that's pretty amazing. So go on, Jack.
Yeah, so explain where we are right now, because I can only, it's unbelievable. We're in a different room, aren't
But
we?
yeah, we're in a private room called the Tiger Wood Suite.
The Tiger Wood
That's
Suite,
correct.
Yeah, this is a VVIP room, right?
VVIP, get that.
VVIP, right? It's actually the only one room where we can hold up to like 15 people together, right? We have little bar areas here. We have the sofa and the TV where you can watch all the real-time game. And also there's a full big screen for you to play all the simulator games.
Yeah. So on the simulator, you've got, was it 190 plus different courses you can play on? So a great range of courses. So you can't just get stuck on Pebble Beach, which Jack loves. But there's lots of different ranges there. But not only can the guys come and rent and have a go at this, but you mentioned that you've got PGA tour guys here. So what they do lessons as well, so they can come get lessons.
They do lessons, they do trainings, right? We actually have current PGA pros, right, train the venue, right? And even we're actually discussing with the UAE national teams, right? Because during the summertime, it's really hard to actually practice outside, right? And this is exactly another option for them to be able to get better, because the technology we use, right, is the golf zone, which we feel like is the Ferrari in the car business, right? It's it's actually, you see the place where you play is actually is tilting, right? Pretty much replicate what's happening outside there. And also they have this bunker, rough, fairway, pretty much give you all the near to real feeling.
Yeah. I think one thing that did impress me, because we've just had a few practice hits on the driving range, is an actual camera that actually picks up your swing.
Right.
So you can actually look back, and I knew I had a short swing. I don't think Ian realised how short his swing was until we actually had to go at that. But yeah, it's massively impressive, and I think what opens itself out to is you don't have to be a good player. You can be absolutely terrible, still come and just have a good time and enjoy yourself. And just enjoy the facilities.
I guess it could be, you don't necessarily need to be gifted when it comes to golf, right? We're seeing a lot of people who are not really good at golf, and then after they come over here, not only they have a good time, they actually get better.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference, right? I managed to fix my slice just like that, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm hitting this really nice little draw, so I'm happy. You can see from my smile.
And if anybody wants to come and book your facilities, what's the best way of going about it?
Best way to, it's funny that I used to tell them, right? Give me a hug, then you come over here. you tell the people you hug the owner, you get a free lesson.
Nice.
But we have the website, we have the Instagram account, we have a lot of social media account, right? And we also have a booking hotline. Multiple different ways for people to come over here to enjoy. But before anything, right, I do kind of advocate everyone to come over here to experience that, right? Because that's absolutely something that is different. I guess disruptive in this nature. And also, I guess My Golf is not just a sports venue, right? It's a golf facility. But in the long run, right, we want to create this as an interactive social platform, right? Because golf, right, like any sports, it's just so easy to talk to, right? Like, do you play golf? Oh, I don't. Oh, it's your lucky day. Come over, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you. Right? Do you play golf? You do, right? Let's go play a round, right? It's very, in a very relaxed situation, right? I don't feel like I have something I want to get out of you, right? So from there, people connected, right? They establish this trust, and then you have various different synergies for business opportunity, or you foster a long-lasting personal relationship, right?
Excellent.
Brilliant.
Right,
So ready for this challenge?
I'm ready for this challenge, but if you are interested, even if you're just a beginner, you fancy coming along, if you see Michael, give him a hug, you'll get a free round, that's what we promised. But yeah, go on to www.mygolfdubai.com or have a look on our Instagram, we'll tag them in, you can check them from there. But yeah, it's challenge time, Jack. The score is currently 4 to Stu, 2 to Jack. Again, this is another one of Jack should be a give me. Okay, because he has played way more golf than me. Keep saying he's a cricketer. I'm a footballer, so that means I'm even less of a golfer than he is. But I'd like to say good luck, Jack, but I'd be lying.
Yeah. St Andrews it is, yeah?
St Andrews, and we're off to St Andrews now.
to, was it?
Rough.
See you again.
Oh, it's a stinker. OB.
OB. Player 2, it's your turn to swing.
Keep going, Stu. Oh, yeah.
Oh, finally, I've done it.
I tell you what, there was. Whoa!
So if anybody hear that in the background, Harry and Ian are still playing. Harry's just belted one.
Player 3,
yeah.
it's
Anyway,
your turn to swing.
I'm back in the game.
4-3, yeah. Jack won by 3 shots in the end. There was an element of cheating because there was rough patches to use, which Jack neglected to use whilst playing. But I'm not bitter.
Once.
I think Ian's just brought the machine.
We won't count the your misses, your air shots, no.
They were just practice swings.
Right, okay.
Practice swings.
Yeah,
But,
how good was it though?
congratulations. I tell you what, we've just had a talk off air about comparing to other golf places around the world. And
That we might have been to recently.
that we might have been to. But I think on a whole, this offers more of a package because not only have you obviously got your own simulation area, and we've obviously been
We treated royally, actually. Yeah.
fortunate enough to be in the VVIP section, is that you can play your shots, play the golf courses, and it's pretty accurate with regards to where you're going, and you can see where the bunkers are, which Ian has just found perfectly. Couldn't time it any better. But then also there's an opportunity to do a bit of putting.
Yeah, you can actually put, and then like Stu just alluded to it, there's like on the mat, you've got the fairway mat, you've got the tee mat like you would at a normal driving range, and then there's 2 other bits, one with the rough and one with sand.
Yeah, and there's a motion play. So if you are playing a shot where you are going downhill or you're stuck in a bunker and you're going uphill, the actual motion play actually dictates your foot position.
And also you can hear the wind whistling around and it results in the ball as well, so it's really, really good. What I also like about
Player
it
4,
is
it's
the
your
whole
turn to
environment.
swing.
You can sort of definitely see us here having a few shambles or whatever,
Yeah.
7 or 8 family, lads or girls, corporate, whatever. And from what the lady was saying, I don't think the prices are too bad. I'm not going to quote them now, I think you need to check out their website, but I think they were reasonable.
Yeah, I think for an open bay it was around about 130 dirhams. I'm wincing because I can see him swinging the club behind me, and there is a good chance that he will just let go of the club. He's already tried to break Ian's golf bag 4 times, then nearly knocked over a table. But apart from that, happy birthday, Harry.
Yeah, 16.
16, oh my goodness. And still,
What a birthday present I got him as well, by the way.
and still goalless. He's just nearly brought Ian's driver. He's missed the ball and hit the ledge. But in other news,
Anyway, it's 4-3, get yourself down.
4-3, yeah. Warm weather, this is ideal for you. Really good place.
Brilliant.
So please check out. We'll put the link on the page. We'll put a link on our Instagram account. But yeah, definitely get yourself down here. If you're stuck in Dubai, what was it, 3,000 dirhams for the 3 months?
3 months.
And it's unlimited, so you can just turn up and stay. We've been here probably a couple of hours now,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel like I've been here a couple of hours.
Probably, I think.
Fairway.
It's just,
Player
honestly,
1,
it's just
it's
really
your
good.
turn to
Relaxed. I
swing.
think Michael mentioned in that interview that like, if you're a non-golfer as well, it's a lot more relaxed atmosphere than going onto a course or even to that other place where you can't like drive planes but not, because you're most likely to be in with your friends and family. So, and then you might just get the bug, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like Stu, he's got the bug. The clubs are coming back with you.
They are, that's the plan of action, to bring the clubs back. But yeah, well, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll go with the cricket first.
Yeah.
Because how have they done it? England have managed to, would you call it, what is it, a whitewash?
Yeah, whitewash, yeah.
Whitewash New Zealand, winning 3-0, chasing down 2 half-decent totals.
Well, 3 actually. First time a side has won 3 Test matches in the series, chasing 250 plus.
So excellent, but is it a little bit of, and may they come unstuck when they go to India, because are they playing gun cricket? They're playing cricket like they're playing a T20.
Well, I think there's an element of that to a degree. It's a bit more control.
It's your
But I
turn to
think,
swing.
and there's no doubt that it will go wrong. I mean, it almost went wrong in the first innings, didn't it? And I think Stokes has come in with a little bit of criticism about just seeing the ball fly about the way he approached that first game. But we obviously got out of it with Ben Stokes
Fairway.
and over.
Player 3,
It will go
it's
wrong.
your turn
There's
to
no doubt
swing.
about it. But you can't have both sides of the coin. It's like, you know, footballer, it's like playing attacking football and people whinge if you concede things, what it happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think the interesting thing is that McCullum, the coach, only gave his first interview since his initial appointment after the Test match series, which I think kind of sums him up. You know, taking the limelight away, and he said he's not. He actually said, "I'm not a fan of massively technical coaching," because he said I wasn't technically perfect.
Player 3,
it's just
it's
about
your turn to swing.
making them believe in their own ability, in the way we want them to play, in the way we want to play the game. And obviously, he's certainly having an impact. But to score, to win 3-0, I mean, the last chase in the third Test match, 296 on a 5th-day pitch. I mean, Ruben Pope broke the back of it, but then for it to, on the Monday, for another 130 minutes as a win, bear in mind delayed start, rain, you thought this could be tricky.
Yeah.
Pope goes early on, you think, oh, this could be really tricky. 50 minutes later, game over, Bears
Nice
came in
one.
a pound possessed.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge on
Player
Bears
2,
fan,
it's your
but
turn
Bears
to
played
swing.
some great series. In fact, he finished the Ashes off well, and he went to West Indies well. And how he didn't get England's player of the series, I don't know. I know Root had another stellar series, but spread the awards around a little bit. But yeah, really good. Obviously, the Test match has now started against India. I've just checked the score before we came actually to record, and India were 40.
Player 4, it's your turn to
so I don't know if
swing.
that second wicket stood, but yeah, it'd be interesting how they go, because obviously India got a few couple out, but India are probably the best team outside Australia in it, so it'd be interesting how they go.
Yeah, and the other news coming from cricket?
Owen Morgan is retired from international cricket, and obviously for the white ball captain.
Fairway. Player 4,
leaves a legacy.
it's your
I think.
turn to
You know, took on
swing.
in 2015 when probably English white ball cricket was at its lowest. He actually got captainship just got into that World Cup, and they didn't get past the knockout stage or early anyway. Revolutionised the way England play the white ball, a little bit like what's going on in the Test match at the moment, and of course, you know, 2 T20 final or T20 final, a T20 semi-final, and obviously
Apron.
won the World Cup.
Player 1,
I think the
it's
right
your
time to
turn
go. I
to
think he
swing.
struggled with injury, form, and I think he always said that once he realised that he didn't really make the best 11, it was time to go. I think he realised that. But brilliant, unbelievable thinker of the game. I love listening to him speak. I think you'll probably find that he will retire from most forms now, and he will be in the commentary box or coaching.
Oh, we could see him as a guest speaker somewhere soon.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, that would be very nice, wouldn't it? And Josh Butler, yes, last night was announced as the white ball captain now. So, very busy period of time for English cricket, positive. I hope it carries on, because obviously the Test match at the moment against India was the one that overlapped from last year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think is it 2-2, 1-1? Can't be sure.
Player 4,
No,
it's
it's that
your
long
turn
ago.
to
Yeah, I
bat.
can't remember.
See, this is why people don't keep count of scores and friendlies.
But yeah, looking forward to it. I'll probably get a bit of that Test match in later tomorrow, I think.
Okay, right, football. Before we bring in the jam, breaking transfer news today, or one from yesterday and one from today. First one, and then a little bit of a transfer saga. And if you were this player, where would you end up? So the first one is that Lukaku has gone back to Inter Milan on a season-long loan, costing them 10 million. So 12 months ago, they sold him for 100 million. Season
Player
after,
4,
they paid
it's
10
your
million
turn to
to
swing.
get him back. What is going on?
No,
Is it a case, and this is a discussion that I had in the office with Ben, was, is unfortunately Lukaku not good enough for the Premiership?
Well, the thing is, I would tend to disagree with that, because I think his record at Everton and West Brom when he played with the Premiership was good. My thing with it is, does he
Player
like to be one of those
one,
players
it's your
that
turn to
you
bat.
really upset? So when he went on loan, I mean, he was a young club at Everton, but he was probably their best player there and kept them up, or kept them in the hunt for Europe. Can't just remember. Went to West Brom, much the same. Then he's gone to Inter Milan. You know my opinions on what the standard of football on the continent is at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think that's more important. When the going gets tough, whether that's a Tuesday night at Stoke, or he gets left out of the team, or he couldn't get back in the team when he'd been out for the
Player 2, it's your turn to punt.
So ability, I can see why you question that. I don't think it's ability. I think it's more his mindset, his attitude.
Okay. The other transfer that has just gone through today is Richarlison has signed for Tottenham Hotspurs.
Concede.
Go on, you Spurs!
Connor.
What a waste of money.
Player 4, it's
Yeah,
your turn to putt.
I am unsure about that signing, if I'm honest.
I think for me is I understand you need to strengthen in areas because you're going to want it to be challenging on different fronts. You'll have Champions League as well as Premiership. I understand that aspect, but
Player
is he a
3,
Champions League
it's
footballer?
your turn to putt.
No. Is he a top 4 Premiership footballer? No. So why have you got him?
Yeah, I don't know really. It's a tough one. I think like, he's younger than I thought he was, and obviously Conte sees something in him. But my concern is probably not necessarily his ability. I'll take your point now.
Player 4,
Definitely Champions
it's your
League
turn
player,
to
but
swing.
arguably not a top 4 player. It's more his attitude because clearly if he picks his best side tomorrow, he's not in it.
No.
And I think that's one thing that's always been questionable at Everton is that
Player 1,
Everton are
it's
probably
your
not
turn to
he's not
swing.
for the cause, which I like, but he's a bit moody. You know, he does rash things. And one thing look at Liverpool and particularly Man City and Liverpool, I should say, is they don't get really sent off or in ridiculous situations. That's my worry. So I don't know. I think there's a bit of debate about similar to what you're saying on the top and 4 accounts that I follow. I think what I says he
it's your
Conte
turn
we
to
trust. I
swing.
think that's where we have to go with. But I'm with you. I'm not entirely sure he's definitely what we want. But he can play across the whole of the top 3 and I guess in the tempo as well if needed.
Right, well, just
Player
before we
1,
bring
it's your
the jam
turn to
in,
swing.
I just wanted to pose this question. So this player had been photoshopped with one kit on, now he's been photoshopped with another kit on, and potentially about to be photoshopped in with a 3rd different kit on. So we're talking about Rafinha.
Yeah,
so it looked like 3 days ago, dead set, it was Arsenal. Now it seems like it could be Chelsea. And now it looks like that this morning.
Player 4,
Barcelona are trying to
it's
get
your
it
turn to
going.
swing.
So if you were Rafinha and you're this highly rated Brazilian and you're looking across the 3 squads, where would you see yourself heading?
I mean, I think one big thing's got to be Champions League football if you've got any aspirations.
Fairway.
You know,
Player 1, it's your
top
turn to
level
swing.
player. So that said, that rules Arsenal. That
Arsenal
really,
are out. So we're now between Chelsea and Barcelona.
I think. I don't know. It's tricky because Barcelona aren't necessarily. I don't think it's probably that Arsenal, Barcelona side.
OB.
Probably going to play more than Chelsea. So I'm probably going to Barcelona.
Player 1, it's your turn to swing.
Barcelona is one of those clubs, isn't it?
Yeah, there's always the lure, isn't there? of
So I think
Barcelona.
probably Barcelona, on that fact that I think potentially they'll play more.
Okay, right.
How about
Well,
you? Where would you go?
I think he's still got a bit to
Player
do in the Premiership.
Well, I
It's
agree
your
with
turn
that.
to
I do
swing.
agree with that point. Yeah.
I think there's elements of that he is a great footballer and we've seen snippets of him, but I would have gone with Arsenal. He's a young enough player that he could do a season in the Europa League, build up. And Arsenal, I think, have got an exciting project going on there. Arteta seems to be bringing in quite a few young pups and developing them, and then probably around the same mentality of what City do,
Bunker.
trying to develop these
Player
young
2,
exciting
it's your
players.
turn to swing.
So exciting there, but yeah, we'll see where Rafinha ends up.
I do agree with that. I think he's got a bit to prove in the Premiership. I think to me, he's been. You know that I think Leeds will be completely educated for 2 seasons, and some of those players in there are just the best players in the Leeds team. You know, their star man was Patrick Bamford.
Well, I tell you what, just as Larky's just taken a final swing, I'll just mention Calvin Phillips. Is this Man City trying to monopolise the Premiership by taking out anybody that might then go for him to try and build a squad? Or do they generally need him?
Apron. Player 4,
I don't think they
it's
need
your
him.
turn to swing.
I don't think he'll play. You talk about Ricardo, he's not a Champions League footballer. And they've got Rodrigo who can play in that role. That's obviously trying to play big plays for the big one.
Yeah.
That's the issue. I said last week, I don't think Calvin Phillips is the man. Is he doing what Fergie used to do at Man United when there was somebody who they were a little bit unsure just by him? I was thinking back to like Louis Saha, who was scoring all those goals for Fulham. He was like, let's buy him. I'd rather have him in be a
It's
flop,
your turn
not
to
quite what we
swing.
thought, then you can go to Liverpool or Arsenal and be an absolute boring success. So maybe a bit of both, probably, because it's probably fun to do it.
Right, we're going to bring Ian Larkin back in the jam, aka Mr. Football, fancy
Nice to
footballer
come in, mate.
himself.
How's that golf going? Look at it.
He's looking a bit
It's
shocked.
It's like Gareth Bale.
It's going well. Can I just give a special shout out to JP at eGolf, my fitter for my new Cobras. Great man. My handicap's gone up 5 shots. JP.
Yeah, I think you're about on level with Harry, aren't you? With ability wise.
Yeah, I'm very nervous to be
It's
here.
your turn.
Right, so Lars, your question is: there's been the new transfers moving in and out around the
Yeah.
Premiership. Is there anybody now? People will start to potentially cast their head towards the new Premiership because it's not that far away.
No.
We've got the Charity Shield on the 30th of July, so it's not that far away, and then the Premiership should then start the week after. So is anybody now you've got your eye on going, I quite like the look at this guy, and depending on how much he costs, I may stick him in.
Well, I heard you lads talking there. I actually think Mark Richarlison, our friend, you know, Mark Richarlison, just gone to Spurs, 100%. I would stick him in. I liked him at Everton. He cost me a few points at the end of the year when I transferred him out, but he'd be my go-to. I think. Maybe even the one of my favourite singers as well, Gabrielle. As well, so another one. I apologise to viewers for bringing the quality of the podcast down.
What's your viewpoint on the new guy from Liverpool, Darwin Núñez? He's got a lot of goals at Benfica.
Yeah, again, we all know that the leagues on the continent are not as good as the Premier League. Can he do it on a cold night in Stoke? Can he do it? Doubtful.
I'm just thankful that Stoke aren't in the Premiership anymore.
Hey, that's the worst place for it.
Yeah. So is there any more exciting potential footballers out there that you think people need to cast their eye over?
Do you know, I just think Bamford at Leeds, he had a bad season last year, he was injured for a little bit, but he's on the comeback.
So
he's my favourite.
I think you need to go back on that range.
Okay. Well, I need to after Wednesday night, so
Actually, we'll finish that little anecdote. Have you finished with your fantasy football? Then we'll tell you about.
Well, all I'm going to say is, all I'm going to take from that is, do not listen to anything the Jam has said.
No,
So-
I wouldn't. So I was not prepared to come on the pod today. I came for the free golf. Great facility as well.
So before we finish, you don't know this story. So Wednesday night, Lark said, "Should we go play in a pairs tournament in Sharjah at Sharjah Golf Club because he's a member there."
All right, okay.
Brilliant, sounds great. So we go there. We have 2 hours on the range, sweating. It's like 50 degrees, 85% humidity. It's a shotgun start. At Sharjah, it's 9 holes. You play twice. What we're playing off, Lark. So I'm playing off. He's playing off 16. I'm playing off 19. So well, that's not the course handicap. They've given us an index handicap. Oh my god. Straight for points. Yeah. Oh, we'll be alright. Pairs, different formats. And we go. They wouldn't let us use the cart to get to the range, would they? We had to go, we got escorted to the range on the VIP. Nearly killed him to begin with.
Yeah, I was back.
Come back, shotgun start. And we're like, we're meant to start after 6. We best get off to the 15. No. You've got to stay there. We're all going together, like a Grand Prix.
Oh, so it's like race to the hole.
Yeah, and he was like, but we're going to make an announcement first. So I don't know his name. Nice chap, wasn't he?
Lovely guy, yeah, captain. Club.
Gets on the bike, and he was obviously saying the format, and then he suddenly goes, "You tell him what this is."
Well, yeah, he got us up and he was like, "Welcome to the club, lads. First spring week tournament. Anything you'd like to say?" And I was just speechless, frozen a little bit like that.
We'd like to welcome Mr. Ian Lark and Mr. Jackson to the club.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it was sport, lovely. Yeah, we felt very welcome.
Yeah.
Until we got absolutely schooled on the course.
Yeah, by
So
somebody called Sunil.
So out of how many people were there? 18?
18 teams.
18 teams.
Yeah.
And where did you guys finish?
Respectable.
17.
17. By a long way as well. It wasn't even like, you know, if we'd done a bit better there, we could have been mid-table. We would have made it.
But I reckon we had the lowest handicaps there.
So I reckon that you two are probably the equivalent of a Stoke. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't even know that, I think.
I was hoping it rained, to be fair. No such luck.
But we did bring home some fries.
Yeah, it's fair play to you, mate. It's
Closest to the pin. 330 to about at Sharjah Golf Club.
And it is a great course. I'm a summer member. It is a really good course.
Good fun. So we're going to tackle it next week.
Yes, we are.
We're going again.
You're going again? Another
Yeah,
competition?
again.
we are going again. Yeah.
New friends. We're going again.
Right, well,
Now we know the rules.
yeah, so I'll be interested to find out next week if you can manage to move up one place to 16th, hopefully.
Relegation battle if not bringing the new manager.
Excellent. All
Right, cheers, lads.
Thank you very
Get
much.
on that range.
Yeah. Right, Jack. So this is the end of another podcast. We have got 1 week left of schoolwork. We've got a big do tomorrow. We are on Jack's leaving do at Lock, Stock and Barrel.
After yours last week was class, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that, Jack. But at the end of the day,
What do we know?